Welcome to Tips. Let's get introduced to Profile. Tap the profile on bottom right of screen. Here, you can personalize your display experience. Tap the pencil icon to edit your profile picture, cover photo, basic user info including contact, and link to your other social media accounts. Select your preferred language. Identify top friends and family members. You can also create and manage your communities here. Watch for more tips on Display TV.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Display TV. I'm your host, Sarah Pribis. We're hanging here on this Thursday evening. Who got their posts up today? Did anybody put up a post today? Did we use Throwback Thursday, Thirsty Thursday? I don't know, any of the other Thursday thoughts? What other Thursday hashtags are there? Let me know in the chat. Did you get a post up today? If not, let me know. Are you gonna put one up after the show? I will if you will. How about that? Okay, Ginger Jess, love that. Posted some throwbacks. I'll post a throwback tonight. I'll do it too. I'm going to jump on the bandwagon. That's a bandwagon that I want to jump on. King Damien's going to. Love it. All right. You know what else we got coming up tonight? Trivia. Yeah, we do. 15 minutes from now, $500, which means I might have a trivia answer for you. So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to ask you the very real question 8 from tonight's game. Yeah, I'm just going to give it to you. I'm literally going to give you the answer. First, I'm going to give you the question. I'm going to see how you do answering it, but this isn't for any actual points or anything. And then I'm going to tell you the answer because you're hanging with me. So, you know, sometimes you just got to give people a reward for hanging out with you. I mean, I like to buy my friends, you know, it's just a tactic that I use often. So let's get question 8 up, see how all of you do. I want to know if you guys have heard of this. So what aspect of Kopi Luwak makes it notable in terms of production? It's partially digested, it's toxic before roasting, it's derived from beaver anal glands. Do you know what Kopi Luwak is? I think some members of our audience might, depending on where you're located in the world. I had never heard of this, but I'm going to be honest with you, I really do want to try it. Kopi Luwak, what makes it notable in terms of its production? Do you know this? Is it partially digested, it's toxic before roasting, or it's derived from beaver anal glands? This all sounds kind of scary, doesn't it? It's a little intimidating. What is Kopi Luwak? Do we know this? All right, it seems that 50% of you do know it, which I'm pretty impressed by because, again, I had never heard of this before tonight. The answer is that it's partially digested. It is, by cats. Yeah, this is a delicacy in some Asian countries. And I need to know from all of you, has anybody tried this? Because I'm going to be honest with you. I really want to try it. I know that sounds really weird that I am okay with eating something that's been digested by an animal. Because honestly, if I really think about it, if I were to feed my cat and then she were to poop and then I were going to have coffee made from her poop, that's a little crazy, but I think I would do it. If people tell me it's good, you know, like I said, I'm going to jump on the bandwagon, posting for Throwback Thursday. I'm going to jump on the Kopi Luwak. Yeah, it is made from cats, wild cats. I believe they're called Siddics. Jenny says, not for me. Yeah, Ginger Jess, this is the real question. Who was the first person that was like, you know, let's feed these cats coffee and let them poop it out and then make coffee? Like, who came up with the idea to try that? Kathy said no. King Damien says sounds crazy. Chess says no. No one would try this with, nobody wants to go and have a cup of delicious Kopi Luwak with me? I mean, what if it's my treat? Yeah, Sheena says it's expensive too. What if I were gonna treat you to a cup of Kopi Luwak, would you have coffee with me or no? No, furuichi, the first option is the correct answer. It's digested. Yes, it's digested. Kathy said no, Chico said no. All right, I guess I'm alone. I'm gonna have my Kopi Luwak by myself. Mark, thank you. I knew I could find a buddy here. Mark and I are gonna go have some Kopi Luwak together. Ginger Jess is, listen, I'm of the philosophy, I try anything once, really, right? Food-wise, I don't knock it till I try it. Maybe there's a couple of things. I'll circle back on that. There would probably be a couple of things. Jenny girl, that is fair. All right, so we got our answer to trivia, which means all that we have left before we actually play trivia tonight is going through some of your original content. I've dug up my favorite food and beverage photos for Thirsty Thursday. We'll be right back with those. Well, hello there, friends, and welcome to another beautiful day on display. I'm your host, Sarah Pribis, and yes, pretty much every day here is a beautiful day because you play trivia, you get all the answers, we give you money. Oh, wow. If beauty is that simple, then we hit the nail right on the head. And might I say, you all are looking ravishing today. Yeah, I know I can't see you, but sometimes you just get a gut instinct, you know? Normally my gut is saying things like waffles or pad thai or mushroom pizza. But today, it's telling me that you're a bunch of certified cuties. Well, look, flattery is gonna get me nowhere, but giving you money is gonna get me everywhere. And I know how I can set you all on the path to success, and that is some handy dandy rules. You'll have 10 seconds each to answer 10 questions. Make sure you're connected to Wi-Fi and that you're holding your phone vertically so that when a new question pops up on your screen, you can pick the right one. The questions will get harder as we go, and make sure you choose carefully because once you tap, there's no going back. Don't worry though, because if you get one wrong, you can keep playing. Your winnings will show up in your display bank if you're active in the app and you have a completed profile. Now real quick, for absolutely no points at all, let's do a pop quiz. Well, it's really more of a pop check-in. So tell me, would you rather buy an NFT, buy a vowel, baby bye bye bye? It might sound crazy, but it ain't no lie, baby. Bye. 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 A vowel is what 29% of you would buy though, 58% of you would buy an NFT, and 17% baby bye 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 poll question. All right, beautiful display bees. Are you ready for a good time? I'm gonna give you just that. It's time for display trivia. Question 1. Skyscraper is a term used to describe what kind of physical object? A boat, a building, a sleeping bag. Skyscraper is a term used to describe what kind of physical object? A boat, a building, a sleeping bag. Skyscraper. Now that is one fine compound word if I've ever seen one. And no, a compound word isn't lingo you can only use at your fundamentalist compound, although we do have a lot of code words in case the feds bust. Wow, I should not be telling you this. I also shouldn't be telling you that what started as a fun club is definitely now a cult. And honestly, the fun club to cult pipeline, it's prevalent. But a compound word is two words combined to form one super word. And skyscraper does just that because it describes buildings that reach all the way to the sky, which is where my cult leader says we're all headed if we mind our P's and Q's. Speaking of Q's, 90% of you are moving on to question 2. A right angle contains how many degrees? 45, 90, negative 180. A right angle contains how many degrees? 45, 90, negative 180. A right angle might contain this many degrees, but how many degrees are in a wrong angle? And furthermore, how do you know if the angle is wrong? Like, have you heard that angle side of the story? I mean, personally, I find when it comes to numbers, there's really so much gray area. Oh wait, that's only because there's a smudge on the page. Wow, okay, now those numbers are crystal clear. Oh, and that is my bank statement, and those do not look good. Eugh. Okay, well, while I get on the phone with accounting, the only correct amount of degrees in a right angle is 90. Anything more or less, that's just wrong. 89% of you were very, very right. Question 3. This popular cereal contains marshmallows. Captain Crunch, Frosted Flakes, Lucky Charms. This popular cereal contains marshmallows. Captain Crunch, Frosted Flakes, Lucky Charms. All the naysayers out there are gonna say, that's not a healthy breakfast, it's candy. And they'd be right. You know, it's not fully breakfast. It's part of a complete breakfast. And if you remember from those ads, a complete breakfast is eggs, sausage, and a full glass of whole milk with some fresh fruit on the side. Did those ads have anyone else thinking everyone else's moms were setting up continental-style hotel breakfasts for them every morning? Because as I would look into my little bowl of Lucky Charms, milk completely blue at this point, I would think, some kids have all the luck. Turns out no one's parents did this, and we were all eating sugar, which is why my generation is so well adjusted. We did it, guys. 9% of you got that. Question 4. A tartan fabric includes what pattern? Polka dots, plaid, argyle. A tartan fabric includes what pattern? Polka dots, plaid, argyle. Okay, wait a second. I cannot at this time answer questions about any other fabrics because I am still hung up on one very particular fabric. That's right, the fabric of our lives, cotton. And cotton, why would you do us like that, huh? Like love bomb us with all those ads, with the catchy jingles, and then bam, ghost us? You were the fabric of our lives. Like, that's not something you find just every day. It meant something to me. Why didn't you write me? Thank you. That was The Notebook if Rachel McAdams had been in love with a pair of chinos. Tartan definitely doesn't need to complicate that situation, but it somehow always manages to with its bold plaid designs hailing originally from Scotland. 82% of you knew it. Question 5. This lifestyle TV host is known as the Barefoot Contessa. Martha Stewart, Ina Garten, Rachel Ray. This lifestyle TV host is known as the Barefoot Contessa. Martha Stewart, Ina Garten, Rachel Ray. Okay, real talk though. Is she always barefoot? I mean, she must be if she's making it her whole personality. And I'll say it, I think it's a bad idea. Sure, maybe she spends all her time on her lush grass yard in the Hamptons or at her private beachfront in the Hamptons or out on her pool deck in the Hamptons, but does she never go into town? I mean, there are so many places in town where it's just not safe to be barefoot. One example, town, in general. Ina Garten, what did I say about going into the gas station barefoot? Oh, you get back here, missy. Ina Garten is a lifestyle host we all know for her shoelessness. And I wish she'd try a nice pair of espadrilles. 83% of you got that. We're halfway there. Question 6. A sporting event that includes dressage might also feature what activity? Tent pegging, regatta, discus. A sporting event that includes dressage might also feature what activity? Tent pegging, regatta, discus. Okay, team, you might want to sideline me here. I'm not going to be any help with this one because I do not know the names of any single sport. It was one of those things that I just never bothered to learn. And now, if I make the effort to learn, it's embarrassing. It's literally the premise of Steve Carell's movie, The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Suffice it to say, these are the sports I know. The one with the tackling, the one with only feet, and the one where they wear cute little white outfits and grunt the whole time. Look, I basically feel like a writer working on Friends trying to come up with an episode title, but this is just who I am. So what if the only sport I know is tonsil tennis? Dressage is part of the equestrian sports along with tent pegging. Okay, so just doing fancy stuff on horseback? Oh, that's not a sport, that's art. 83% of you got it. Question 7. How many atoms wide is the average human hair? 1,000, 1 million, 1 billion. How many atoms wide is the average human hair? 1,000, 1 million, 1 billion. Okay, that hair is thick. Thick with 2 C's, like the Chanel logo. We see you, hair. Go on with your bad self. Wait, don't go too far on with your bad self. Oh no, I fear she's gone past the point of no return with her bad self. Someone get her before it's too late. Here lies hair. She went on with her bad self, and now she'll go on forever with her bad self. Did I just go on too long with my bad self? Apologies. Ugh. The songs always tell you to go on with your bad self, but they never tell you to stop with your bad self. It's a fine line, a very fine line. Because although the average human hair is 1 million carbon atoms thick, it's still a long way to go. So question 8. 81% of you got that. Question 8. What aspect of Kopi Luwak makes it notable in terms of its production? It's partially digested, it's toxic before roasting, it's derived from beaver anal glands. What aspect of Kopi Luwak makes it notable in terms of its production? It's partially digested, it's toxic before roasting, it's derived from beaver anal glands. Yes, folks, you heard it right here. These are all very real facts about some of the food you eat. What I'm wondering is, how did any of this pass the health and safety inspection? Are any of the employees washing their hands? I found a hair in my food. Oh, that is the food? Ugh, check please. Call me old-fashioned, but I do not understand these newfangled restaurant trends. Cook the food, put it on a plate, and then let my body turn it into something disgusting. That's my job. It's also the job of the Asian palm civet, a type of wildcat that eats these coffee beans, digests them, then serves you up a hot and fresh pot. Yeah, I'll take this to go, dump out somewhere. Looks like 85% of you take Kopi Luwak with cream and sugar. Well done. Are you tuned into the pre-show? Question 9. Which of the following is not a quote from a film by the director known for winning 2 Emmys on All in the Family? As you wish, Jenny and me was like peas and carrots. I'll have what she's having. Which of the following is not a quote from a film by the director known for winning 2 Emmys on All in the Family? As you wish, Jenny and me was like peas and carrots. I'll have what she's having. A classic Hollywood tale. An actor who decides directing is for them. They weren't content with all the screen time and adoring fans. No, more important, control. These are actors who basically said, hey, I'm taking the aux cord now. Excuse you, Olivia Wilde. Sometimes, though, the occasional actor turned director is pretty dang good at the directing stuff. Turns out being in charge was their thing all along. And this is true of Rob Reiner, who starred in the 1970s sitcom and then went on to direct films like The Princess Bride and When Harry Met Sally. 80% of you got that. Well, lights, camera, action, it looks like we're ready to full steam ahead into the end of this game because it's time for the final question. Question 10. The name for porcelain comes from a mollusk widely used for what purpose? Weaponry, medicine, monetary trading. The name for porcelain comes from a mollusk widely used for what purpose? Weaponry, medicine, monetary trading. Porcelain, huh? I see we're getting fancy with these final questions of the night. Jeeves, go fetch my trivia gloves. Nope, no, not the lamb suede ones, the ostrich feather ones. No, not the ostrich feather ones with the gold leaf, the ostrich feather ones with the embellished Swarovski crystals. You imbecile! It is so hard to find good help these days, especially when you're like me and you can only afford an imaginary butler. Oh well, I guess I gotta keep doing trivia with you guys every night. Oh darn. Porcelain is usually reserved for elegant occasions, but it gets its name from the Italian word for the cowrie shell, which was used extensively in Africa for trading as a form of currency. Monetary trading is your answer. 77% of you got that! Whoa, that was some quiz, huh? Whew. I'm tense. How'd you do? Did you come out all right? Let me know those scores in the chat. You came, you slayed, you displayed your knowledge, and you are gonna get paid. Yeah, 233 of you to be exact. 233 of you won. Woo woo! That's amazing. In the meantime, don't wait on those trivia earnings to come in. Earn some money in the app by posting. I give you tips every day for this. Facts Guru got a 10 out of 10. Andrew got a 7 out of 10. Gary got a 7 as well. Lamord got a 6. Jeebin said hooray. I love that. Most Arrow got a 10. Adita got a 10. Bravo. These were hard questions, friends. If you got a 10 out of 10, give yourself a pat on the back. That was hard, especially those last couple. Whew, I was sweating. I don't know about you. Oh no, study, 10 out of 10. Tim Dozer, 8 out of 10. Nikki D, 9 out of 10. Oni Wow got an 8 out of 10. Honestly, that's better than I could do at any of it. So bravo. My applause goes to you. But don't forget, tune into our pre-show. I always give you a head start in that night's trivia game. I'll see you all tomorrow on display.